There's a moment in a man's life, sometime after 60, when he begins to pay closer attention, not just to the loud signals, like pain or exhaustion, but to the quiet ones, the ones that whisper through slower mornings, softer muscles, or nights when the fire doesn't rise the way it used to. You feel the desire, the thought is still there, the memory of who you were is sharp, but the response, the one you trusted for decades, starts to hesitate, and slowly, a question begins to form. Is this just age? Is there anything I can do? And while many search for answers in pills, in powders, in silent frustration, few look at what's right in front of them. Water. Simple, quiet, essential. The first thing your body needed when you came into this world, and perhaps the first thing it's asking for again. Because what most men don't realize is that hydration is one of the most overlooked keys to sexual strength. Your blood, your hormones, your nerves, your energy all depend on how water moves through you. And when you learn to drink it not just casually, but correctly, everything begins to shift. This is not about gallons or gimmicks. It's about timing, rhythm, absorption. It's about respecting the flow inside your body so that your blood can flow where it matters most. And today, you'll understand why something as simple as the right way to drink water might be the most powerful change you can make. An erection may seem like a physical response, but in truth, it's a circulatory event. It begins with desire, but it only becomes real when blood flows freely, fully, and without resistance. That blood, the fuel of performance, the lifeblood of intimacy, is made mostly of water. Every cell in your body depends on hydration. But for a man over 60, this isn't just about staying alert or avoiding cramps. It's about keeping your cardiovascular system responsive. It's about ensuring that blood can reach even the most delicate and distant sensitive vessels, like the ones inside the penis. When you're dehydrated, even slightly, your blood volume decreases. Your heart works harder. Your blood becomes thicker. It moves slower. And when arousal comes, whether sparked by emotion, memory, or connection, your body struggles to deliver the blood needed to rise. And if blood can't arrive, the erection doesn't happen, or fades too soon. Hydration also affects hormones. Without water, your body cannot produce or transport testosterone efficiently. Your adrenal system becomes stressed, cortisol rises, and stress hormones, as you may know, are the enemies of performance. But it goes even deeper. Your pelvic muscles, the ones involved in sexual response, also depend on proper hydration to maintain flexibility, endurance, and control. Dry tissues tighten, blood vessels constrict, nerves fire more slowly. All of this from not drinking enough water or drinking it at the wrong times. Because hydration isn't just about how much you drink, it's about how and when. And for a man who wants to feel present, powerful, and prepared, learning to hydrate with purpose might be the first step toward regaining what time has slowly taken. Most men don't realize they're drinking water the wrong way. They wait until they're thirsty. But thirst is a warning sign, not a signal to begin. They gulp large amounts at once, often with meals or late at night, flooding the stomach without truly hydrating the cells. They go hours without sipping, then chug to catch up, believing more is better. But your body doesn't work like that, especially after 60. As you age, your sense of thirst becomes less accurate. The kidneys become more sensitive. Your blood vessels become more reactive to shifts in fluid levels. And drinking water improperly, too little, too much, or too suddenly, puts unnecessary strain on your system. This strain affects your blood pressure, your digestion, and most critically, your circulation. It leads to moments when you feel full but dry, bloated but tired, alive but disconnected from your own strength. Some men drink cold water right before intimacy, believing it will energize them, but it may actually constrict blood vessels, reducing flow where it's needed most. Others rely on coffee, alcohol, or sugary drinks to stay alert, but these only dehydrate you further, silently robbing your body of the very moisture it needs to perform. Then comes nighttime. A glass of water before bed sounds healthy, but for many men, it leads to waking up multiple times to urinate. Broken sleep, lower testosterone, poor recovery, and the next day begins with less energy and more frustration. It's not about drinking more water, it's about drinking smarter. Timing, temperature, absorption, frequency. Because the way you drink water either supports your erection or slowly weakens it. And now, it's time to relearn something you thought you already knew. Not for vanity, but for vitality. Your body isn't asking for gallons, it's asking for rhythm. Hydration isn't about flooding, it's about flow. And when you learn to drink water the way your body actually needs it, everything begins to align. Your blood, your nerves, your focus, and yes, your erections. So how do you do it right? Start your day with a single glass of water, before coffee, before food, before anything else. That moment, first thing in the morning, is when your body is most dehydrated. And yet, it's when most men go straight for caffeine. That glass, simple, quiet, wakes up your cells, your circulation, your mind. Then, sip gradually throughout the day, not gulping, not waiting until you're parched. Just consistent, calm hydration. A few sips every 30 to 60 minutes. Let the water enter slowly. Let your body absorb it. Let your vessels respond. Avoid drinking large amounts with meals, when your stomach is working to digest. Too much water dilutes acid and slows everything down, including nutrient absorption, which your sexual system depends on. Instead, drink 30 minutes before or after you eat. Let digestion breathe. Keep your water room temperature or warm. Cold water may feel refreshing, but it can shock your system, constricting blood vessels, especially in the abdomen and lower body. And for a man seeking stronger erections, constricted vessels are the last thing you want. Stop drinking water about 2 hours before bedtime. This allows your bladder to settle, your kidneys to rest, and your sleep to remain deep and uninterrupted. The kind of sleep that restores testosterone and supports performance the next day. Hydration is not a rush, it's a habit. A gentle rhythm that becomes part of your strength, and when you follow it, your body remembers, not just how to function, but how to rise. Water seems simple, quiet, ordinary, but inside your body, it does something extraordinary. It keeps your blood thin and ready to move. It softens your vessels so they can open with ease. It delivers oxygen, nutrients, and hormones to the places that make you feel alive, including the most intimate parts of who you are. When you're properly hydrated, your circulation improves. Blood no longer struggles to reach its destination. It flows, smooth, responsive, strong, and in a man's body, that means more than comfort. It means readiness. It means power without force. It means an erection that doesn't hesitate. Water also supports your testosterone, the hormone that drives desire, energy, and masculine vitality. When you're dehydrated, your body produces more cortisol, the stress hormone, which directly suppresses testosterone. But when water flows freely through your system, cortisol settles, balance returns, and testosterone rises, not from a pill, but from the peace inside your system. And then there's the mind, the quiet battlefield of performance. Dehydration causes fatigue, irritability, fog. It disconnects you from the moment. But when you're hydrated, your thoughts are clearer, your nerves are calmer. Your confidence grows, not because of what you've taken, but because your body feels ready again. This is the kind of readiness that doesn't need to prove anything. It simply shows up, not rushed, not worried, present. And it all begins with water, not just in quantity, but in respect. The kind of water that moves through a man who is learning to take care of himself again. Because when blood flows, so does life. And when you honor your body with what it truly needs, it begins to honor you back with energy, with desire, and with strength you thought you had lost. You've been told for years that real change is complicated. That strength comes from the outside. That pleasure fades with time. That desire belongs to the young. But what if the truth is simpler than all of that? What if the very thing you've overlooked was the thing your body has been asking for all along? Not another stimulant, not another secret, but water, the element you were born from. It doesn't promise miracles. It doesn't sell itself with noise. But it shows up every day in your veins, your heart, your breath. And when you learn to drink it with purpose, with rhythm, with intention, your body begins to remember. It remembers how to carry blood like a river. It remembers how to deliver strength to the places that matter. It remembers how to feel desire, not just in thought, but in flesh. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about feeding the fire that still lives in you. Because after 60, your body is not broken. It's wiser, quieter, and more responsive to the care you give it. So start there, with a single glass, with a new rhythm, with the decision to believe that even the simplest act done with consistency and respect can awaken the strength inside you. Your performance doesn't begin in the bedroom. It begins in the bloodstream. And the man who masters his hydration may very well master his power again.